Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are all in good health. In this occasion, I'm going to tell you how to write a scientific article. And let's start. Writing article is often underestimated for some people. They think that creating article is not difficult, just writing or typing rough. In fact, in making article, there are a lot of things to be aware of, especially if we make a scientific article. The manufacturing process is arguably much more complicated than the typical article. In addition to the much larger number and of words and page, scientific article also aim to deliver a scientific study that probably not everyone understands. There are three main steps in this process. The first step is preparation. The second step is writing. And the third step is revision. And now is the main part. The first step to write a scientific article is preparation. When you are in the preparation stage, I think there are something you need to pay attention to. First is to determine the theme of your article. The theme is the main discussion you will write. The theme will also help you to define the title. Because the nature of scientific article is generally more universal, and make sure your chosen theme is an easy theme for the public to understand. To determine the theme, you can also observation or research beforehand. And don't forget to do careful planning before writing it. The second is to create writing framework. In order for the writing to be organized systematically, you should create a writing framework before writing a scientific article. This section is about the point that you will write in a scientific article. And the third is collect material. On the point of the writing framework are neatly arranged, you can start to collect the material. Material can be obtained from various print and electronic media. The material is collected mainly relevant to the topic and then to be written. The fourth is field survey. This step is to make observation of the object study. This step is a reference point in the process of writing or research. The fifth is to draw up hypotheses. This step is to compile the allegations that are the cause of the research object. This hypothesis is a prediction set when you observe a research object. Now, we are ready to look at the next step in this process. The second step is the writing stage. After obtaining the data, then you all need to do is writing down all the manifestation of the preparing stage that has been first set into an accurate information. The process of writing, this must stick to the framework of the writing that has been writing before and must use a standard language. And the last step is revision. When all the process has been completed from the start of preparation to the writing stage, it does not mean that everything is over. There is one more step to be done, which is editing process. The editing process is to pick the wrong part unless the editing process aims to improve the writing that is lacking and minimize error in writing. Because in the scientific article, the writing must be based on good writing, systematic, and use the standard language. So, to write a scientific article is not easy. You should understand about the topic that you will discuss in the scientific article because scientific article usually contain a report of the result of research or observation, and you also have to do several stages so that the rating you make is not impaired. The stages include preparing, writing, and making revision. Thank you for your attention. That's all for me, and I'm sorry if I'm a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.